Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jack Babcock. I'm the Instructional Technology Specialist here at Arrowhead Elementary School. This is my second year at Arrowhead after having a one-year hiatus serving at another school last year. I have now returned and we are now entering into the world of Chromebooks. Alright, we have a few housekeeping items that we need to take care of before we go any further. The first thing that we need to do is we need to get the device that you brought connected to the internet. Connecting to our internet is actually quite simple, but ironically it's hidden, and that's what we need to talk about. So what you're going to do is on your device, you're going to find your Wi-Fi settings, and you're going to add a new connection. When you add this new connection, you actually have to do it manually. So somehow, somewhere on your phone, it should say add a manual connection or connect to Wi-Fi manually, something along those lines, whether you're using Android, iPhone, or anything else. Now, if you have a device that's already connected to the internet through your own service plan, you should be fine. Unless your internet connection in the room is really low and it's not working, well then go ahead, connect this to the Wi-Fi. To connect to our Wi-Fi, once you get to that manual network screen on your device, you're going to type in VBCPS channel. And all of those letters that I mentioned, VBCPS, those are all capital letters. And the C for channel is capital as well. You don't have to do any security. You don't have to do anything else. You're just going to type in VBCPS channel, and then you're going to connect. I don't want you to worry though. If at any point it's just not working for you and you've tried it multiple times and we need to move on so that everyone can finish watching the video, don't worry. Once the video is over, you can come to room 27 and I'll be here and I can help make sure that your device gets connected. The reason that we need to connect is we're going to have you fill out a form online so that we have up-to-date information on your son or daughter for email address contact that we're going to use. That's what I'm going to introduce next, which is Google Guardian. So, don't worry if it's not working for you. You can come see me in room 27 once the meet and greet video and everything is finished. Alright, let's get started. Teachers, go ahead and pause the video until everybody's ready to go. Alright, now that everybody's connected, we need to go to the website address that's listed on the screen. Once you get to this address, a form should come up that you can fill out and submit. The web address should appear on the screen, and teachers, you may pause this so that it can stay on the screen until everybody has accessed the link and has been able to successfully submit the form. I do want to remind everybody, don't worry if you can't get in. We will do everything we need to do to ensure that we have accurate information for emails so that Google Guardian will work for you as well. Alright, teachers, feel free to pause until everyone is ready. So I wanted to take a few moments of your time to go over what is going to be new here at our school this year with Chromebooks. This afternoon, we are happy to welcome our first grade and second grade parents at Arrowhead. Things will look a little bit different for our first and second grade students here at Arrowhead this year. Our Chromebook initiative actually is for first grade through fifth grade. So we're going to take a look and venture into the Google Guardian mode for a little bit and talk about how Google Guardian will keep you in the loop as to what's going on here at Arrowhead on a daily and weekly basis. The first thing that I'm going to show you is what Google Guardian will look like. Take a look on the screen as I narrate for you what a Google Guardian email will look like when you receive it in your personal email. So this is a quick look at what Google Classroom will look like in Guardian mode for you guys, the parents. As you can see on the screen right now, there's a Google Classroom email that I've received for my son, and this is a weekly summary to include last week. Now, school hasn't started yet, so I've made a play classroom and I've used my own son as the example. The first thing I want you to notice is that it actually lists the type of student work that has taken place within the Google Classroom for Noah. In this example, it shows that there was an ordering planets activity, as well as geocentric and heliocentric activity and moon phases. Now, there was also an announcement, and it says PTA t-shirt order example. I want you to see that this says announcement, and that this says student work here. And it does say missing from last week. When you receive this email on a daily or weekly basis, depending on what you, the parent, choose, it will show various types of information such as upcoming assignments that are due, as well as assignments that have already passed the due date but have not yet been turned in by the student. All of this information will be emailed to you automatically by Google Classroom, provided you sign up by giving us your parent email tonight. That is the most important thing we can receive from you tonight, is your email address. The other thing I want you to notice on this weekly summary is it says PTA announcement. Well, this year we will not be utilizing our Tuesday folders as we have in the past. We are going all digital with all of our announcements, which will include our PTA announcements as well. The phone calls will still go home the same way. For example, the reminder about the meet and greet that parents should have received last night. Those types of phone calls will continue and resume as well. The emails will also continue that you normally receive from our school, but this is an addition. And what's great about this is it is given to you automatically every week on Friday or every day if you choose as the parent from Google. We will be utilizing Google in all of our classrooms, pre-K through 5th grade. We will use this so that parents will have the opportunity to have a snapshot of what's going on in class. When you receive this email and you see that moon phases was completed in class, some type of activity, you have an opportunity to ask your son or daughter, hey, what did you do in science this week that dealt with moon phases? I'm going to give you an example of what it's like when I go home with both of my children, who also attend Arrowhead. One of them is Noah. I say, hey Noah, how did your day go today? When Noah was in kindergarten, 1st grade, the typical answer was, good. And then I would ask him what he did in school, and the first thing he would tell me is, I had lunch, or I had PE. And I would have to ask him and try and, it was like pulling teeth trying to get out what he had done for the day. This gives you that opportunity to probe your son or daughter and say, hey, I know you did something with moon phases today. So it just gives you an idea, a snapshot of what's going on in the classroom so that you can have a conversation with your son or daughter. So the next thing that we're going to take a look at is exactly what that email will look like once you receive it. In order to receive that email, your child's teacher will need to input the email address that you have provided tonight or verified tonight into Google Classroom, into our Google Guardian portion. I'm going to walk you through the very simple 1 or 2 click process that's necessary for you to activate this. And also, I want to assure all parents that it is not a requirement that you create another email address or have a Gmail account at all in order to receive these weekly or daily emails from Google Classroom. Rather, if your email address is ilovemydog@yahoo.com, that email address will definitely work for our purposes. So let's take a look. Alright, so you see that I've logged in to an email address that I created just for this purpose. Within this, there's one message, and it's from Jack Babcock Jr., which is the class that I created. And you'll see that the subject header says Get Google Classroom Email Summaries for Noah. I'm going to click on it. Alright, so I have an email box open in front of everyone right now, and this is a practice or a fake email address that I created just for this purposes. I created a guardian for Noah to be sent to this email address, which is just a generic AES parent email access. So in this you see it says it's from Jack Babcock Jr. with the parentheses classroom around it, and the subject says Get Google Classroom Email Summaries for Noah. I'm going to open that, and once it loads, you're going to have one opportunity in the middle with a blue button that says Accept. That's actually all you're going to do. You see what it says right below that? You don't need Gmail or a Google account to accept. So, like I said, even if it's ilovemydog@yahoo.com, this is still going to work for you. Now, if this is being sent to your Gmail account, once you hit accept, you'll be given options to select weekly or daily. However, if you do not have a Gmail account, that's okay too, because it's going to give you an option to sign in as this account in Gmail. So your login could be ilovemydog@yahoo.com, and then whatever password you set, you can put that in there, and then you'll be able to change a setting to where you can get it weekly or daily. But in the meantime, this is all you need to do. You hit the blue button and you're done. I'm going to hit accept, and it says Google Classroom invitation accepted. You will now receive weekly email summaries at this generic email address that I created. That's it. All done. Now, if you have any questions with doing this, please, please, please contact me here at Arrowhead. Again, my name is Jack Babcock. You can also email me, jack.babcock@vbschools.com, and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. Keep an eye out for announcements, as we'll also be providing you a few dates where you can come into the school at night, and I'll be there to help you and assist you with any of these questions that you might have. So keep an eye out for that announcement. Okay, so now you know how to sign up for Google Guardian. We're going to delve a little bit deeper into the Google Guardian mode for you as a parent so that you understand exactly how this is going to work for our Tuesday folder process. Alright, so you have a Google Classroom report in front of you again, and this is the same one that we saw earlier. I'm going to scroll down a little bit and you'll see that it says Announcement, PTA T-shirt order example. Now, it doesn't mean that announcements will always be PTA announcements, but anytime we send something home on a Tuesday folder related item such as PTA, it will say PTA. Anything that is sent home in that fashion will have PTA in the front. You'll see this example says PTA t-shirt order example. What that means is there has been something placed within your son or daughter's Google Classroom as an attachment for you to have access to. And yes, you can have access to it in your son or daughter's Google Classroom. You will simply need to log in to your son or daughter's Google Classroom account at home, which can be done on a phone, on a tablet, on anything that has an internet browser. You can access your son or daughter's Google Classroom. We encourage you to access your son or daughter's Google Classroom as much as you like with your son or daughter so that you have an open conversation. Because as we grow this year at Arrowhead Elementary School utilizing Google Classroom, we want both the student and you, the parent, to grow with us. And this is an excellent opportunity so that all of the stakeholders can have some type of involvement with the student's learning process. So with Tuesday folders being sent home digitally through our Google Classroom, it then helps encourage you guys, the parents, to go into the student's Google Classroom, and not only will you see things that go home via PTA, but you'll see your child's work. So this is an excellent opportunity to provide you with more information about what's happening in the classroom. You'll be able to see your son or daughter's work in Google Classroom. And it doesn't mean that they'll have to be doing everything digitally. As a matter of fact, we're not encouraging that. When they're working in paper pencil, they'll be able to take that paper pencil activity and upload it as an image right into the Google Classroom, just so you can see it faster, so that you can see their work and see what they're doing. So there's a lot of advantages for us to use Google Classroom this year, along with the PTA portion. But just keep in mind that you're going to get that weekly notification that says PTA, and everything that we've sent home in a Tuesday folder related item will be in an announcement, and all of the attachments will be located in the Google Classroom. So you will be notified via your own email that we have sent home announcements. And to access those announcements, you will need to log in to your son or daughter's Google Classroom. Again, I want to emphasize, we are going to have parent nights for you to come in. Just for you, come in, I'll sit with you, and we'll make sure that this is working for you. We'll offer as much support as we need for you, the parent, as we are offering our students during the day here at Arrowhead Elementary School, because we know without you, our students would not succeed. Once again, my name is Jack Babcock. I am the Instructional Technology Specialist here at Arrowhead Elementary School. Please feel free to give me a call here at the school, leave a voicemail, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. You can also send me an email. I do check email day and night, and I'm much more accessible that way. If you have any questions at all, definitely send me an email. It's my goal to make this year as successful as possible, and I know as we work together as a team, students, teachers, parents alike, we will achieve that together. There's only a few moments left for our meet and greet tonight, so at this point I will leave you with your teachers. Thank you so much for coming, and have a great evening.